Hi guys, it's Rose from the Philippines. Today is June 29, 2018. It is a Friday. Welcome to my channel. It is called Gantsilyera, a show and tell of crochet and craft related items. So what have I been up to this week? Um, I have made a few items to show you, and after showing you I can tell stories or put some light stuff. So I have been making some tumbler holders lately since when we went to Japan. Some of the people there um, bought from me some of the stuff that I have brought, and most of them are tumbler holders and coin purses, plus a few bags and cell holders. So I have a few items that I've been collecting, so I wanted to accumulate more as I go. So I found the variegated yarns that I've used for some of the amigurumis. I have been collecting them. So I have made a few using the variegated colors. So these are mercerized cotton yarns that are variegated. I think it has about 3 to 4 colors in them. So I made this one. These are just old patterns that I used from before, using some double crochet and then skip one stitch, chain, and then double crochet again. So this is an old pattern of mine. It has, I think, uh, three increases for the bottom, and you can put your tumbler here. So this is my tumbler. Just want to show you how it is when the tumbler is in. It stretches, so it's like this. A little bit tight for this tumbler holder, but it fits there. And the handle that I use for this is also double crochet. I made it a little bit short because it stretches in time. So it's a tumbler holder. So I made one in this variegated pink. I made it in these colors, kinda camouflage, but with greens, oranges, and navy blue. I made one with this black and white plus the gray one, and then the last one is this. So I think this is the first one that I made. As you can see, it's a little bit wide. So what I did is I decreased some of the stitches at the bottom, but this fits this tumbler well. See, so you can use this for when uh, the kids go to school, so the moisture of the tumbler will go to the tumbler holder, because as you can see, it is having that moisture. So since I was in the mood of making them, so I made this for Monday. I wanted to make more, so as to collect and save them. I made some using the Love Nuts yarn. So these are formerly Red Heart yarn here in the Philippines. Their old label is like this, but now it is like this. Love Nuts. It's on the other way around. So they changed the labeling of it. So I made one in this gray color. And for this one, I incorporated the camel stitch, so it will have that type of texture to it. So this is how it is when you put the tumbler in. It stretches also. So I made one in the gray, one in this blue color, and then a black one because people really like black, so it wouldn't get dirty easily. But these have the same design on them, that camel stitch. So those are the tumbler holders that I collected. And I have another project, a crochet project I've been working on uh, last Wednesday. And I was able to put the stem part for this. So these are the daffodils. It has the trumpet. So the pattern I use for this is from this magazine. I finally made a project from this magazine. This is the Crochet Amigurumi Happy Easter magazine Miss Jan gave me. So I was willing myself to make these daffodils for a while. So I was able to now. I don't have this basket, I just have that one. The nylon cord crochet basket that I've been making. So this is how it's supposed to look. So I am pretty amazed or pretty proud of myself for following the pattern, the written pattern, because usually I prefer using diagrams as to the written, but I have followed through the pattern, but there's this diagram here that I made for the petal part, so I can easily see it. So those are the daffodils. It's just yesterday that I put them in this some type of pot, but I wasn't that successful with the wiring or the stem part, because I used a green felt cloth for it and doesn't wrap around that good to the wiring. And I think the wire that I use is a little bit thin, so as you can see, it bends easily. But there are about 10 daffodils in this basket. I made most of them in one day. So this is how they look. I think I'm gonna fix this. Ate said that I should tighten this part, but this is how it is. So I really like how it turned out. It's just the putting in the basket that I am worried about, or I am thinking. So those are the daffodils. And I have an update on the diamond painting that I've been working on at night. That is the only time that I have the time for it, so I can focus on it more, because during the day I usually have some errands to do and some other stuff, so I save the time at the night so I can work on this. You can see I am on this segment here, and I have put most of them. I started with the parts that has the most colors. So there are some small spaces here that I need to work on still, but I have worked on most of the bottom part now, and I really like how it shines like that. You can see it's very pretty. The other diamond painting that Miss Grace gave me, I was saving it for the kids and I to work on. I think we have worked on half of it now. And this diamond painting, the other day when Nicole doesn't have school yet, she helped me in working on this. So since they have school now, they have little time for some hobbies, because they have assignments and they have long hours in school, especially Nicole. So it is seldom that I get a chance to work on this with her. So whenever that time comes, I made a point that I can work on it with her. So those are three of the projects that I have, craft-wise, and I have been fiddling with the felt cloth that Miss Jan gave me. I was wanting to make some felt cloth animals with it or other designs, but it's just this other day that I got a chance to make some finger puppets. So I'm going to show you the first tries that I have. I have this owl. I just cut it. Uh, I didn't draw the pattern. I just found some pictures online and cut it as it is. Have this monkey, this bird or a parrot, have this sheep. So it's really not that good, but I'm going to play with this with I'm gonna play with this with Daniel. It's a lion, and I have some extra elephant. I was hoping to make more of them because there are more designs that I can choose from and make. So I think I'm gonna make more when I have the time. And there's this other ones that has a different design to it. This one I think I made a better job on. The side parts of this are sewn together. They are two felt cloths sewn together. So I think I did a better job with this one. I have this owl or a penguin. Nicole was asking what type of animal this is, and I said that it is an owl. There's this cat and this horse. And the pig turned out quite well. And there's this cow. So Daniel and I'm going to play with this ones later. Just want to show you before we play with it. So those are the finger puppets, and those are most of my projects. Now for some live stuff. I have written some stuff here. If you want to skip this part, you can. And if you want to try out my tutorials, please do so. Please subscribe and click the thumbs up. I am practicing my speaking for when I make tutorials, and I am also learning terms because you really have to know terms in order to make an effective, and hoping that it is an effective tutorials. So for livestock, as you can see, I have trimmed my hair. I was wanting to cut it for a while now, but it's just recently that I was able to. I just took a whim and cut it so that because the end parts are thin, so I decided to cut it. And the other day I got my blood sugar check. I asked my doctor if she can make me a request. So I went to the lab and got two of the what you call it, the test, the HbA1c and the fasting blood sugar. So I fasted before I go to the lab. My HbA1c is in normal level, but my fasting blood sugar is a little bit high. So my ate or my sister-in-law, she also had her blood tested. She has a total testing of her blood, and she's also a little bit high on her blood sugar. So she said that I should lessen my rice intake because here in the Philippines we usually take our meals with rice in it. So I have been doing that. I have been lessening my rice intake and also my sugar intake. And I have found this video on YouTube to reverse pre-diabetes, because I think I'm in that part now, pre-diabetic. So I have found some exercises that I was following these past days, and it really boosts me up. And whenever I do that, I have the energy during the whole day. So I am going to work on it and going to exercise every morning whenever I can, because it also boosts my heart. So from the past, I used to only exercise for 5 minutes. So now I'm trying hard to turn it into 15 minutes. So that is one of the life stuff. And the other time, one of our neighbors asked us, Mama, and I, if we wanted to go to a local TV show, because they're usually in there. And so when they asked us to go with them, we went to that show, and it was called Itbulaga. We are a big fan of that show, and we usually watch it on the television. So I'm pretty ecstatic to go there, because when I was going to my counseling, I usually pass by there but wasn't able to go inside the studio. So this time I was able to go inside, and it's really fun to go there because it's a very fun show. And when we got there, the aircon is in full blast. So Mama was separated from me. She was seated on the front side of the seating. It is not that cold there. And when the show was airing, I have seen Mama on the screen, and I was pretty awed by it, because she was sitting beside the two hosts that are on that show. So I was able to see her on the screen, and our neighbors also saw her. And one of my cousin from the States, she was watching that show frequently, because they have a the Filipino channel in the States. So she usually watches that, and she was ecstatic to see Mama sitting beside there and seeing her. She made a video out of it, and she posted it on Facebook. So that is fun to go to Itbulaga. So I think those are most of it. I have been rambling for a while now. Starting to go dim, and I'm thinking it's gonna rain. A while ago it was a bit sunny. I have my lamp and my light on, so it's a little bit dim now. So I think those are most of it. If you want to try my tutorials, please do so. I have advertisements now. I have another channel called Rosita's Vlog. It's just a channel that I can put the family vlogs I have been taking, the ones that are not craft related at all. And I have been thrilled in making or putting thumbnails on my videos. I have been working on that, and I'm now researching how to put end screens. So that is some fun, more fun stuff on YouTube. So I guess that's it from me for real this time. I hope you guys have fun day working on something and just having some family bonding time. That's it from me. Bye for now.